Yo, Dre, I got something to say. Um, Today, we're going to talk about the shocking, oh so shocking, awful reality TV American carnage that Donald Trump told us about in his inauguration 4 years ago. He said that he would be the law and order president and all that. Well, I'm saying something about it today because I'm not okay with the fact that we're winning the propaganda war. And as quick as they can, I heard at some point that it was Black Lives Matter protesters that were in there, but since they couldn't find a black guy, that one kind of fell through, so they started saying Antifa. Just let's not get away with this propaganda war. People got to start speaking up. We need to identify precisely how we got here. It's from white complicity with angry white people and violent white people. And watch all the fucking videos that I put up about the fucking police, and you'll see it's the same thing we've been talking about all along. So we're okay with the white supremacy in the police force. All I'm going to do is tell you the truth and what's going on out there. Call me out on something. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Believe me, I'm happy to talk. Watch my policing video over the last 400 years and why racism's been involved and how the police make the black man the face of the criminal. But I think blaming all of this on Trump is just a little too convenient. Because that keeps us from not talking about the realities. Well, the terrorist hate group Black Lives Matter that they all claim, shit, I've been going to protests since Ferguson in 2016. I have never been around a group of better people. For the love of God, they're protesting violence. They're protesting police brutality and the killings of people that look like them. And now with video and everything, white people like me are pissed off because we can see it on video what the hell's going on. You need to know what's going on. So they weren't surprised that the police were just overwhelmed. Weren't surprised. It wasn't all about Trump just telling them to do it yesterday. This shit started even before, but right when Trump walked down that goddamn escalator and said he was running for president. He said in Charlottesville, when someone was killed there, that there were very fine people on both sides. He was defending the KKK and white supremacists, just like he told his Proud Boys to stand by and stand down at a debate. I'll tell you what, if you can't figure it out there, well, it's right in front of you. A bunch of the social media sites that I follow, keeping an eye on them, because they get away with threatening me and my affiliations with black people or Black Lives Matter. We got to keep an eye on them ourselves because the police don't do anything except take pictures of them at a Back the Blue rally with a big check in their hand. Yep, that's right. The guy sitting at the desk in Nancy Pelosi's office is one of Northwest Arkansas's Back the Blue gun rights. We're taking America back. The president uses fear and hate just like Hitler did, just like Stalin did and all that. But we've known that. We've been talking about that. Why weren't the police prepared for this? I mean, there's t-shirts made about it. You can go on, I've got screenshots of 3 days ago, 2 days till the Civil War, Civil War, Civil War. Well, not only were the police not there, the police that were there were giving them high fives when they came through. They were laying them on in. They were opening up the barricades, saying, come on in. Police are seen taking selfies with these people. We are just okay with what white people do, and that's violence. Oh, they're just angry white people. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. systematic racism in America is our media, it's our healthcare, it's the fucking police, and they get most of our money. So your tax dollars are paying for people to collude with these extreme groups and terrorize. Let's talk about what happened yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Let's talk about that. 1/5/21. It's a great day for me. It's my child's birthday. I love that day. What happened on that day in the news this year? Well, in Kenosha, Wisconsin, the police officer wasn't charged with shit after shooting a black man in the back 7 times, unarmed black man. And you know what? What's that governor's name? Tony Evans, I believe, up in Wisconsin. You know what he had ready for that verdict? He had the National Guard deployed. He was ready. Because you know we can't handle those angry black people for not getting justice. FBI called white nationalism and white supremacists the biggest threat to these United States. We all know it's there. Black Lives Matter. Those law enforcement officers killed. Every instance this year, it was done by white people. They took advantage of the Black Lives Matter scene. What did we see on CNN and MSNBC and Fox News? Every protester was a correspondent standing outside a burning building. Or the people looting diapers out of Target. How about looting podiums out of the Capitol steps? And just going in there and the police. I mean, I expected them all to start hugging each other yesterday. So how, black people were not as outraged as I noticed myself in a video I made yesterday, or other white people been speaking out. We're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. They're like, we've been telling you this stuff is happening over and over. They're not surprised. So you know what they did? They went out and voted. They went out and voted in Georgia. And they overwhelmingly came out. As many that came out to vote for Joe Biden for president, more came out to vote for Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff. A Jewish man and a black man from Ebenezer Baptist Church, where Martin Luther King was Reverend at. Georgia said, let's send them to Washington. Well, overwhelmingly white voters voted for Loeffler and Perdue. But that's okay. The black people came in to save us. Woo, that pisses white people off big time. Oh no. You think these people, you think Ted Cruz supporting this bullshit, you think he believes that election fraud crap that there's zero evidence of? He's got an Ivy League education. He doesn't believe it. You don't believe it. You don't think more of you people voted than us. There's more of us than you, but more white people aren't getting the way they want. Uh-oh, the black people have a voice now. Black people, the percentage that they voted for Biden was mid-80s in Georgia. They were well over 90% for those candidates. They finished the job off. Just like that propaganda war, what's that fraud message? Black voters in Milwaukee, Detroit, Philadelphia, Atlanta, that's Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, states that really mattered. Well, the votes started coming in from those cities, and that can't be right. Oh no, the black people are voting. This propaganda has you okay to have an angry, straight, white, male mob attacking our U.S. Capitol. Police this morning finally released some information about the lady that was shot. And they described it and made a statement that with all these people coming into the Capitol and everybody having their guns drawn, an officer accidentally discharged their weapon. Good Lord. If it was Black Lives Matter, we keep hearing people say that. If it was Black Lives Matter, you know what? It wouldn't be Black Lives Matter. They're a peaceful group. The only violence I've seen at a Black Lives Matter protest, nonviolent protest, is from the police or the people that are colluding with the police, the same guys that ran up on the Capitol yesterday and were smudging their thin blue line flags in the ground, saying we don't support y'all no more, because they were blaming it on the police. The police were blaming it on them when they're working together all along. Boy, white people are pissed. Did y'all see all that white on white crime yesterday? Woo! You know what you do see a lot of from white people is violence. From forming this country under slavery, mass shootings, over and over and over again, white people. Charges of rape, white people. A cop in Minneapolis kneeling on George Floyd's neck while he's saying, "I can't breathe," for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. White guy. Mass shooter, El Paso. Inspired by Donald Trump and the message. Had to go down to El Paso and take out as many Mexicans as he could. White people. So if they're going to call, so should we call Trump supporting hate group terrorist, Trump supporting hate group? Don't call it a protest. That was a riot. That's how you do it. June 1st in Bentonville, Arkansas, those police just started yelling at 9:30 at night because they didn't want black people in their town, in their square with a Confederate soldier there. They said, "This has been declared an unlawful assembly. You must disperse now." Well, the Proud Boys with machine guns there were standing right behind the police, and the MAGA hats that stormed the Capitol yesterday were standing there with them too. They didn't have to disperse while they're shooting young people, many of them black, on the ground with the rubber bullets. And they knock them down, they keep shooting while they're using banned military weapons on us. Bentonville police could have handled them yesterday. Oh, no. They were white. My bad. When are we going to say enough's enough? White people, are you pissed enough now? You know, it didn't take my Facebook post very long to get a conservative person saying, "Oh, looks like it's Antifa." Well, let me tell you, as a vice president of Antifa, that was not us. Don't be too confused now, my terrorist, Trump loyalist, hate group friends. Not my friends. Wonder what that lady that was shot and killed, her Facebook page is still up for the viewings. She's a QAnon-loving, Linwood believing. These people that, you know, George Soros and busloads of black people were coming in to vote and all that shit. That's what was going on. Trayvon Martin, Ahmaud Arbery, black guys, unarmed, died fighting for their life against armed people. They were going to let them get away with it in South Georgia. Yo, Dre, I got something to say.